Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about the food that you eat? Of course you have. We all do. So we think about the taste, the ingredients, and the health benefits, but we never question where the food comes from, and we barely even think about all the chemicals and toxins that are added to it. Because most foods that we are surrounded with are all the same, and most food companies that we enjoy are not organically produced, but are just basically easier to obtain. So we see organic food so rarely and are encouraged so rarely by it that we don't even think of it as a priority. We just think of it as an expensive market. So in 1983, genetically modified food was introduced to the world, and by 1996 it was found on supermarket shelves worldwide. It was a huge commercial explosion. So genetically modified food is produced from plants and animals that scientists have been able to modify by changing the gene structure, which can alter the food's characteristics. So one of the first examples of genetically modified food is the flavor saver tomato. As you know, when a tomato ripens, it reddens, it becomes soft and naturally rots. So scientists then chemically were able to change the gene that causes this, meaning the tomato can ripen for longer, redden for longer, and rot slower than it naturally would. So one of the main reasons why we should support organic food growth production is for the better benefits for our bodies and health. So as farmers plant seeds, they slowly inject the growing food with numerous amounts of toxins to make it genetically modified, and in other words, non-organic. So the worst additions would be the pesticides, toxins, and irridations. Pesticides are horrible toxins used on growing plants like tomatoes and oranges, which cause health risk. So the Environmental Health News found a new case study showing that parental exposure to pesticides can decrease a child's IQ and are proven to be more harmful to boys than girls, as their developing brains are much more vulnerable. You probably don't think about this much, but because as teenagers we eat a lot of unhealthy products, and although we are aware of some consequences and possibilities, we just don't seem to be very concerned about where the food comes from. Nevertheless, we are concerned for the future of our planet. We want to help. We do the little things that would make a difference. We recycle, we turn off the lights, we care about our future and our planet. But did you know that eating organic food can actually benefit the earth just as much? So the chemicals added to the non-organic plants suck all the nutrients out of the soil, damaging it until it can start to restore, which can take over 100 years. Irradiation also changes the chemical structure of the molecules within the food and can transform them into mutagenic and carcinogenic compounds that promote cancer. All of these combined creates an awful product that I'm sure no one wants to consume. So the land becomes useless. That's why the Malaysian government is already looking for foreign land, which they could use for their farming. So due to these plantation techniques, soil erosion occurs. It forms a large amount of dust in the air, and when mixed with wind, creates air pollution, which is very environmentally unfriendly. That's why eating organic food is a better choice for us to conserve our health, to help the farmers, and for us to strengthen the natural ecosystem. So the idea of going organic does not just narrow down into health awareness only, but organic practices help keep our water supply clean of runoff toxic from persistent chemicals. Moreover, by prohibiting the use of petroleum-based fertilizers and absorbing carbon dioxide from the air, organic agriculture helps to reduce our carbon footprint and combat climate change. Research has also shown that organic farms are able to support more species than conventional farms. In a study published in February 2014 in the Journal of Applied Ecology, researchers from the United Kingdom, Sweden, as well as Switzerland found that on average, organic food supported 34% more plant, insect, and animal species than those using the conventional methods. So in addition, the organic farms had 50% higher pollinator species diversity. So as for organic food being healthy, some studies, including one at UC Davis, have demonstrated higher amounts of nutrients in some variants of organic foods. Another study from Newcastle University in England showed that organic food contains 67% more vitamins and antioxidants, as well as more omega-3s and omega-6s, also known as healthy fat, than conventional milk. So organic foods do not contain any additives or preservatives and are not genetically modified. And when you buy organic, you're also bypassing the antibiotics and hormones given to animals in conventional methods, added to the fact that these animals are also treated in a more respectful and humane way under organic standards, where controversy exists over whether all organic foods carry substances with substantial benefits over their counterparts. It's an easy way we can help save our planet and our health. Organic food does tend to be more expensive, but if people can support organic food and demand its production, maybe we can create a better world for the next generation of people. It's hard, but it's a goal that's worth striving and competing. If we want to help our planet, our countries, and ourselves, we need to think carefully about what we're eating. We need to support the organic food production. We need to choose the best there is, which means the simplest. So what are you waiting for? Be part of our company. Spread the story. Be part of a new generation of food. Make the world healthier and greener with us. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Goodbye and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.